The Jim Bob Sports Jamboree presented by TWS Remodeling, Trade Home Shoes, Tires Plus Buffalo, so many great sponsors. We thank them all. Jim Rich here along with Vikings legend Chuck Foreman, the superstar Mike Morris, the man behind TWS Remodeling, also here today, Tyler Ganz and Justin Peterson of Tires Plus Buffalo. But before we dig into anything, this could be the most depressing show we have ever done in our lives. Because I'm going to ask you gentlemen, and if you have small children in the car listening, you may want to cover their ears because it's scarred all of us what we've seen happen in the sports world for our lifetime. I want you guys to rank which one scarred you the most. Is it the most recent? Karl Anthony Towns ending the 53-year drought for the New York Knicks. We trade him away for now a guy with a torn Achilles. That's all we got left because Julius Randle just got traded for cash. That's what we did.
Oh, where did he go?
He went to the Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, okay.
For cash.
For cash, okay.
We could not get a human being. We got cash for him. Or is it, as Justin brought up, Sam Darnold? We don't need him. Oh, Seattle apparently did. He wins the Super Bowl. You can go back to Kevin Garnett. You can go back to Andrew Wiggins. You can go back to Mike Modano. The state let the North Stars leave. 2 years later, they win a cup. Haven't won one since. What other one was there? Oh, Brian Billick. Coaches, Brian Billick.
Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
David Ortiz.
David Ortiz. We haven't even got to that.
Jeff Christie.
Chuck, you've been around here for a lot of these.
Right.
Which one sticks in your craw?
For me personally, Sam Darnold. Simply because we saw him develop. I mean, we knew he was with some crappy teams in the first place. We saw the talent that he had before he even got into the league. So, you know, we bring him here. He's just about to take that next step to be the kind of quarterback we need. And then somebody with some bright mind decided that he wasn't the guy. When you saw him have the locker room, you saw him have everything in place that you need to be a championship team, and they cut it off. And then they send him out, and he goes win someplace else, and he gets better and better. Now, you know, that's my opinion, because quarterback, in my opinion, they start him too soon, and they let him go, you know, too fast.
Now, I know you weren't here for the 60-for-40 Joe Cap team.
No.
But had the Vikings kept Fran, would that team have won a Super Bowl? Could we put letting Fran go into
but that's,
that?
I don't know,
Fran
because
did go win a Super Bowl.
From what I hear from the guys that played with Joe Cap, what he lacked in talent, he had something else that motivated everybody around him to be the best that they could be every game. He was one of those guys that get in your face, and from what I understand, he might fight you too. But Fran was not that kind of guy. He was a great quarterback, don't misunderstand me, but both of them had two different ways to make an impact on a team. You know, and so like Joe Cap, from what I understand, there wasn't a better leader to ever come through Minnesota other than Jim Marshall.
Yeah, that 60-for-40
that 60-for-40 thing still lives.
This day. Pretty amazing. Star, which flesh wound is still bleeding on you?
Yeah, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, I think you have to look at that. The most recent Super Bowl winners are led by Sam Darnold now. So anyway, it's hard to get over that. And now chemistry, I'm a big believer in the chemistry of everything too, because we've had the Tarkingtons and we've had the great quarterbacks here, like even Warren Moon or people who they're in the Hall of Fame, and yet they had 3 or 4 years crack at winning it here. So you have to wonder what wasn't there. What's the chemistry? It's either the coaching or the offense being played or the defense being, whatever the case. Some great players have rolled through here at the same time, and we haven't come up with a winning combination yet. And Sam Darnold goes out there. It's a perfect fit, but that offense seemed to make sense to everyone in a running game that was to match.
But
So I think that's the one that hurts the most. I mean, being a Viking fan and a former player here, I think that one hurts easily. But to lose the quarterback that won the Super Bowl the next year it just sticks pretty tight.
Can I say something real quick, though?
Absolutely.
We were
your
talking
show.
about the players, we're talking about the coaches, but it's the game plan that I think they execute during that game. The game plan that they put together, it's got to take advantage of all the talent that you have.
Yeah.
You can't go into a game plan and say, "Oh, we're going up against Joe Green or somebody like that, or the Iron Curtain or whatever you want to call them," and say we can't. When you got all pros up front that say, "What do you mean I can't?"
Yeah.
So when you sow that doubt into them from the start, you're at a loss right there. So,
Yeah.
you got to put that right plan in together. You got to execute that plan, and take advantage of the guys, their abilities.
You know where he's going with this is back to that play where they didn't give him the ball.
Yes, we're going back to that Super Bowl.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, man. If I was, I'm just going to be straight up with you. If I looked in the huddle and I looked around in there and I would say, who am I going to give the ball to?
44.
I'm going to give it to me.
Give him the ball. Give him the.
I mean, I got a better chance of that.
I'm giving it to you.
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it'd be just like Marshawn Lynch getting the football in the Seattle game against the Patriots instead of making that little pass, whatever. It's Chuck Foreman. It's the beast, and there's it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, but
Just
see,
do it.
that's what I said. You think too much,
Yes, you do.
and then that can cause you to lose. A lot of times, that's what happens.
That's why I try not thinking hard.
You've been good at that. You've been good at that, Justin. All right, Tyler, which one annoys you the most?
For me, younger, I think David Ortiz was tough, but the one that hurt the most, I think, is Kevin Garnett because I was a basketball player, right? So having him go and watching him win. 3 in Boston, I think? 2 or 3 championships?
I think it was just a one.
Just one?
It felt like more.
They had a good squad. That was like the first, powerhouse team where that would hurt bad because he left because of ownership, right?
Yeah.
That was so we screwed it up again because of Glenn Taylor. So that, I don't know. I was angry about that one.
Yeah, that one. That one kind of didn't feel so bad for me because everybody kind of knew that the Wolves were going to give him a chance to go win because they basically, I think, resigned themselves to the fact that, yes, we've messed this up so badly and you've given us all of this over the years and we haven't figured out how to build a team around you. Let's try to at least get you a ring if we can't get one. So that's how I looked at that one. Did you sense that way?
You got to think I was a child then. You got way more information than me at that time. I was just butthurt that he was gone. Right? He was my favorite player. So
I take my hat off to him for letting him go.
Yeah,
Because they
I thought it
certainly
was
didn't do anything to help him.
No.
That's for sure.
What
So
did
to
we
let
get
him
anything
go.
in return for him? When you let him go, but
A couple of
players, but draft picks and
was that part of the Cassell Sprewell thing or no?
Well, he was part of that group going up to it, but then Sprewell backed out of the Wolves and said he didn't have enough money to feed his family when he turned down a whatever 12 or 14 multi-million dollar deal, and then no one
picked him up,
and he was done.
He's
And he
done,
had the yacht in Milwaukee that he was running around on, and then it just kind of fell apart from there. But KG may have been part of that problem too because he had a tough time getting along with teammates, and Steph Marbury didn't wanted to be the guy and didn't want to
They had a nucleus there, but him and Steph could have put it together.
Yeah.
They could have done some things for many years.
instead it turned out to be nuclear.
Yeah, one was jealous of the other or whatever you have, but
Right, Justin.
they had that together.
I'm going to say Sam Darnold, but Kevin Garnett's not far behind. Sam Darnold goes 14-3 2 years in a row, same exact record, regular season. There's not many people that go 14-3 as a quarterback in the NFL and get let go. And then Kevin Garnett, him because the Timberwolves were irrelevant before KG came along, and then he brought us to the Western Conference Finals, and made him relevant. And he was, one of the biggest superstars in the league. And then so that one hurt. Just at the time, probably 17, 18, 19 years old. It's cool looking up to a guy like that, and then all of a sudden your hero's gone. So both of them, but Sam Darnold.
All right. We've got more, though. There's so many more. Star brings up Brad Johnson. He goes with the Super Bowl elsewhere. I mean, there's so much to get into on the weeds. Plus, there's a great event that Justin's outfit is getting behind. That's coming up. We'll tell you about that. But TWS Remodeling, what are we fixing today for these people out there?
Yeah, the deal that we're running right now is a flash sale for 4th of July. So, we already have really great discounts that we can give people, but we're doing an additional 10% off of including the other discounts. So you really are saving money. It's, everyone knows in construction, everyone's at their cabin in the summer times, right? Fortunately, everyone's gone. And we do this because our business slows down, right? So we're trying to give some extra discounts to people that can kind of keep us going through our slowest time of the year, which is January and July, right? So that's why we're doing it. If you need a new deck, some windows, a bathroom, a kitchen, a roof, a door, we've got you covered. So TWSremodeling.com. Go on there, schedule your online appointment. We'll come out and give you a real fair number. And right now it's even better because we just want to keep more business coming in for all of our people.
All right. TWSremodeling.com is the place to go. All right. We'll be back with more of the Jim Bob Sports Jamboree presented by TWS Remodeling and Trade Home Shoes.
Hi, it's Derek, General Manager of family-owned TWS Remodeling. We're making it easy to get the home improvements you need with payment-free, interest-free financing for 12 months. That's no down payment, no monthly payments, and no interest for a full year. And for a limited time, you'll also get 75% off installation on all kitchens, bathrooms, windows, siding, roofing, decks, and doors. Call TWS today or schedule your free in-home appointment online at TWSremodeling.com. Hi, it's Derek, General Manager of family-owned TWS Remodeling. We're making it easy to get the home improvements you need with payment-free, interest-free financing for 12 months. That's no down payment, no monthly payments, and no interest for a full year. And for a limited time, you'll also get 75% off installation on all kitchens, bathrooms, windows, siding, roofing, decks, and doors. Call TWS today or schedule your free in-home appointment online at TWSremodeling.com.
Welcome back to the Jim Bob Sports Jamboree presented by TWS Remodeling and Trade Home Shoes. The superstar, Mike Morris, Chuck Foreman, Vikings legend, Justin Peterson of Tires Plus Buffalo, and of course Tyler Ganz, the big man behind TWS Remodeling, all here. And Star, we're looking for a ride. We got to get.
Where you going?
I got stuff to move.
Oh.
I don't really want to tell anybody where I'm going, but I want to make sure I could go there and get back.
Well, you're looking for something reliable then, of course, right? So you wouldn't want to be in some jalopy like you drive normally.
Correct.
I can attest to that.
I kept Tires Plus Buffalo. They're expanding because of my.
At least you got good rubber on the highway. That's good. No, I mean I've got a place you could go to right now, and they don't deal in jalopies. I mean they're the king of Ram, in fact. So Dodge of Burnsville, which is in Burnsville, believe it or not, Cliff Road, 35W. In Burnsville, and listen, they've got all the inventory. I'm sure you can find something down there, Jim. New or used, car or truck, you can probably find something on the lot. If not, they'll order one for you just the way you want it. But I've been doing business with those people for a long, long time now. We're doing new TV commercials, in fact, coming up in July, so we'll be on the map with some new cut-ups that should make you cut up, but make sure you see them because I couldn't look any dumber. Yeah, I've done that actually once, but it's a fun place to have known these guys all this time. They're quality people. They've got a quality service department, and they'll make you a deal. That's all there is to know, is that when you go down there, you're probably going to find something that will suit you and for the right price. They'll put you in the car or truck you need to be in, follows along with your budget, and leaves you with a good trade value for the vehicle you were in. So Dodge of Burnsville, 35W Cliff Road, and tell them the superstar Mike Morris sent you.
All right. We're talking about the most miserable trades, letting people walk away. However, in Minnesota sports history. And the room has been pretty unanimous into Sam Darnold. That was one. And it's never happened before in NFL history where a guy has been released by one team and then win a Super Bowl the next year. So that's another feather in the cap of Minnesota sports history.
And then we had another quarterback that if he didn't get hurt, could have been in, Daniel. What's his name?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel
Daniel
Jones.
Jones.
If he didn't get hurt,
Good point.
It could have been Sam Darnold
against
versus Daniel Jones.
That's what, yeah.
He was in the MVP
He was in the
talks.
MVP talks and everything till he got hurt.
You're right. God.
So it's not one, it's two.
How bad would that be?
And what if they tied the Super Bowl? See, they'd have two Super Bowl winners in the same game. No, okay.
Pretty sure Brad Johnson and Rich Gannon played each other.
They
in
sure
the
did.
Super Bowl.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, that's good. Good.
Very good.
Oh, there you go.
Archival history there.
Not to mention Jeff Christie. They took their center down there with him with Brad Johnson, and he won. He was the captain of the offense, by the way. Jeff Christie was, and they won the Super Bowl. Randall McDaniel also went down there, but they didn't get it done. But at least Randall wasn't there for the Super Bowl. He was there the year before. But Jeff stuck around for another year and got to the Super Bowl and won it. So, yeah, pretty
And
cool.
you yourself could be on that list
I sure could.
because the Baltimore Ravens,
Yeah.
Brian Billick,
Right.
called him to come and long snap because their long snapper got hurt, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, fill in the blanks.
Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name, but he had a back injury, and Coach Billick got on the phone. This is the year after I was done. It was 2000, and he got on the phone. He goes, "Michael J, you want to come in long snap? We got a big issue out here." And I said, "I don't think so, Coach." He said, "Well, I'll tell you what. I've got it all figured out. I mean, we've got." What was his name? Anthony was their quarterback at the time. Was in Dallas for a
Thanks.
while. That's it. And how about that? Just stick around here. I mean, we got something for you. Donuts or something. We got something for you. But anyway, and he said, I'm going to get Trent Dilfer. I said, I'm good where I'm at. I said, no, I'll be fine. I'm here. I'm going to stick around here. But that guy came in, and I think that the halfway mark, I think they were 5-3. The 16-game schedule, and I think Dilfer came in and only lost one time, and it was all defense, as we know. It was
Right.
Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and those guys, but they won almost all their games with Trent Dilfer just leading the way and managing games and winning everything. Just they won the whole thing. So, yeah, there was a ring right there, so that's good. I sat at home and
At least you don't have a tan line.
I watched the kids and made sure they had baths every night and.
Why didn't you go?
I was, 13 years. I think that's enough for me. And he said, you could fly in. I'll let you fly back out if you want. You can't do it that way, but he was willing to let me actually fly in and for the game, basically for like 2 days before the game and get the game plan right and then go in and I could come home after the game. You can't do that. I mean, he said I could, but I wouldn't have been able to do it that way.
You wouldn't have been comfortable doing
No
it. that
way. No way. You have to be in pads all week long and prepping the whole time. So, but anyway, it was pretty fun that he said, look, just get in here and snap basically, and you can go home after the game. That was the funny part. And I just didn't do it. I was ready to retire. I was done. That's all there is to it. I just didn't want to play anymore.
Yeah. No, I certainly can understand that.
Yep.
It's not like a
Well,
job where
I had 3 years in the USFL too before I played in the NFL. So I mean, I had 16 years in. So that was plenty for me.
All right, let's get back to the most recent Dagger, Towns, and this Tim Conley, who's the Wolves GM, Justin, supposed to be this guy that's going to be the guy. I don't know if he's the guy right now. I mean, granted, more can happen after we've talked here and recorded this episode, but as of right now, you gave New York a championship. You traded away a guy who could be a Hall of Famer, probably will be a Hall of Famer someday, now that he has a ring. And Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. Devo is on the shelf till the end of this upcoming season. And Randall, you couldn't find anybody in the league to give you anything for him.
They had to take a lesser draft pick and get rid of him.
Right? You had to throw in a first-round pick for someone to take him.
Correct, and take their second-round pick.
Yes.
Amazing. He had to go, but I mean, there's obviously a reason nobody wanted him.
Yeah, but he was great before that. He had one bad playoff, and here's the problem: is that they all ripped him. Okay,
Correct.
they could have just said it was a bad matchup against Wemby, and well, everybody'd buy into that. So you just all thrash him, and the players at the outgoing meeting, well, we had a little problem in the locker room, Just say it was a bad matchup for him. Didn't work. He wasn't feeling right. He wasn't 100%. Because now you're Tim Connolly. Hey, how'd you like Julius Randle? Well, let's see. You guys just thrashed him for 3 weeks. Yeah, we'd love to take him.
Well, it takes a lot more than one guy to win a championship. Julius Randle, of course, has talent, no question. Was he the best? Was he at his best? I didn't see him at his best enough. But he certainly was a darn good basketball player. And, it's like the people you got around you. You got him. You lose one of your top players and all that. And then it falls on him. And some guys meet their greatness because they got some really good people to help them reach that milestone of their ability. And so I think he's one of those guys. And so he might go to another team and
he'll be the next one.
Be the next one.
He'll have the ring next year.
So it's like, everybody puts this on one guy. That's not the way it works. I mean, you got to have a guy in certain positions and that are able to perform at a high level to keep you in play. But man,
it didn't hurt me as bad because Cat was kind of a cancer. He had a really bad attitude. He was always whining. And I sat behind the bench one of the playoff games, and just the way he spoke to his teammates, I didn't really like him. So that's why I didn't really hurt.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I didn't really like how he was a teammate. So was where I didn't hurt as bad.
Those guys in New York are a whole different breed of dudes. Most of those guys from New York, they jump in his face. Yeah. Even that little dude. Those East Coast Jersey, New York boys, they don't play that. So I think when he got there, he found a different type of toughness. He knew if he didn't get it done, they'd be in his face.
And he's playing a lot different position too. Like not on the outside, and he's dishing the ball a lot more than being that outside shooter.
I think they held him accountable a lot more. I mean, his teammates. Because they had all those guys there. They came from Villanova, right?
Yeah.
Those teams, they come and knock you out.
That's true. It's true. It's a whole different attitude.
A whole different attitude. Hey, even at Brunson, he might be 6'2", but I think he'd get in his face because I have never seen that guy when he plays the game. He is dialed in from the start to the finish. Yeah. And I like to see him smile every now and then.
But he doesn't get high. He doesn't get low.
He's just
focused.
He just pounded.
Didn't care.
Yeah, he's one of those dudes.
I mean, and that's kind of what the Wolves tried to do when they brought Jimmy Butler here and tried to get Wiggins and Towns to realize you got to work at this. You got to play tough. And those guys, didn't listen to him, and Butler went off and just said, "Forget you guys."
Yeah, I don't blame him.
There was more of an issue away from the court, too, wasn't there, between Butler and Towns?
Oh, yeah. Well, because he was telling him, look, you got to play. He'd get in his face, and Towns didn't want to listen to it.
Yeah.
And
call him out in practice, and he said, pick your own team, and I'll get the leftovers and kick their...
No, he picked all the reserves.
Yes, correct.
He picked like 11 through 15 on the roster, and he said, this is my team. We're taking you on. And it was training camp. And he even called ESPN, and he had Rachel Nichols sitting at a hotel in downtown Minneapolis. He was going to go do an interview. He was the lead story on SportsCenter right after that. And he ran a practice, and he crushed them. Crushed Towns and Wiggins and all the rest of them.
Right. They don't have that.
And then walked off the court and walked out of practice. And Thibault, the coach, what was his name? What's his name?
Thibodeau, yeah.
He just sat there and he smiled because he brought Jimmy in here to be the guy, to be the heavy. And it just didn't work.
Yeah. It's incredible. Like if there was just one piece of the puzzle you could change about some of the best teams we've ever had here, would it have made a difference in the way the season came out? Would you have won a championship with one thing being different? Position-wise or coaching-wise or whatever what would have happened in '98 if it had not been Denny Green but Brian Billick, who won the Super Bowl the next year? What would have happened if Billick had had our team in '98?
Right. I don't think
you
you'd
have
be
to wonder.
taking a knee.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
All right, we're going to take a break here. And when we come back, much more on the Jim Bob Sports Jamboree presented by TWS Remodeling and Trade Home Shoes.
Hi, it's Derek, General Manager of family-owned TWS Remodeling. We're making it easy to get the home improvements you need with payment-free, interest-free financing for 12 months. That's no down payment, no monthly payments, and no interest for a full year. And for a limited time, you'll also get 75% off installation on all kitchens, bathrooms, windows, siding, roofing, decks, and doors. Call TWS today or schedule your free in-home appointment online at twsremodeling.com.
Cool. Welcome back to the Jim Bob Sports Jamboree with Vikings legend Chuck Foreman, the superstar Mike Morris, Justin Peterson of Tires Plus Buffalo, Wilmer, and Ultimate Tire in Alexandria, right behind Menards. You can find it all the time. Great deals there. And Tyler Ganz of TWS Remodeling. Before we get back into the subjects, Chuck, you're going to be out and about. You're going to be appearing at the Clearwater Travel Plaza
Right.
on Friday from 12:30 to 3.
Right.
And if anybody wants to know what this place is, it is basically the Hinckley, the Toby's of 94.
There you go.
That
buddy.
bakery there is
It's-
to die for.
Yeah, I drive up there sometimes just to get their donuts and stuff like that and come all the way back. But yeah, I'll be there, and it's always a lot of fun. We meet a lot of people because everybody's heading up north or wherever they're going, and meet a lot of great people there. Plus, everything they have, their sandwiches are great.
Oh, yeah.
It's on my route home. Like, I drive past it every day, and they have a Tesla charger there. So like, I stop. I'm getting
Oh,
way too
man.
much weight going.
Yeah, you gotta watch. I came out there one day with 3 bags of donuts, right? And I know I can't eat them because I'm diabetic, but I know the people, the family eats them. I bring those things home, sit them on the counter. A day and a half later, all of them are gone.
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 They're about the size of your head too.
Yeah, they're huge.
Then also, our buddy Stu Voigt, he'll be appearing at the Heart of Lakes Car Show. That's Saturday, the 27th from 10 to noon, and that's in Annandale, Minnesota. Then they've got the 3D bobbleheads. They have only a few left that Randy Moss has personally autographed, and there's a whole bunch of other great autographed items there. That's all available at sportslegendsusa.com. Go there to the Sports Legends USA YouTube page. Subscribe to this show. We're going to do a deal where if you subscribe as a follower, we may get you a Chuck signed jersey and send it your way.
I
We're
think
getting to a big point. Maybe Star will sign one. We'll
I'm
give
not
one of
doing
those
it.
away as well.
I refuse to do it unless there's big money behind it. What? Of course I would sign it. Of course
That-
I would. I'd be honored to, in fact.
So, Sports Legends USA, YouTube. You can find the Jim Bob Sports Jamboree and the Starstruck podcast there as well. And now we turn to Pandemonium.
Tires Plus Pandemonium 5, live at the Buffalo American Legion, July 10th. Bell time is 6 o'clock. Tickets are $10. We're going to have food. We're going to have drinks. Lots of drinks. A lot of drinks. And yeah, it's going to be fun. This is our 5th edition, and get a good turnout every time. Bring a chair if you come, though. That's the thing. Bring a chair.
Oh, why would you bring a chair?
Yeah.
To a wrestling match.
You ever had your ass cool with a folding chair?
I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah. But yeah, it's July 10th, 6 o'clock. Hope you all can come.
It's like
And,
professional wrestling. Or
It's professional wrestling. AWF is the wrestling promotion.
Nice.
Yep.
Tony DiNucci behind it.
Tony DiNucci is behind it. I did invite him here today, but he did not make it. My brother Levy Cruz, he's known as, he had wrestled for AWF for quite a few years. He recently moved to Florida. He's got himself a job and a gal there. Still training in the wrestling ring down there, but trying to get him up here. We'll see what can happen.
He's smart. He's
All right,
in
and
Florida. When you say
Explain
girl,
more about what the atmosphere is like. So it's outside, it's at the Legion, and this is a family show, right?
Definitely a family show. Yeah, you're not going to find anything that's super gory or inappropriate content. Family show. Bring any age. It is outdoor. Like I said, bring a chair. There are no chairs provided. But
I'll bring one.
I bet. Got my eye on you, Morris.
You might get Mike in there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you should be in
I've
that.
done that before. I've done those. A little outdoor place called Scabs over in. Thanks for picking Scabs. They used to say. Great T-shirt.
Gross.
But it was I think it was in Hudson, and we were outdoors. I wrestled the Iron Sheik and Ken Patera and Wayne the Train Bloom, and
Yeah,
I
I
was the fourth guy.
All right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, you going back and
Yeah, that was a real deal
right?
there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I heard there's a, see, I'm going to be announcing there as usual. And I heard there's a guy there by the name of Shea Diesel. He's the big dude on campus. He's, I don't know, 6'3", 300 pounds. And apparently he's got some beef with me. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
No, well,
Really?
You better
Can you
show
give
up.
us,
We might have to carry him out of there.
I might need some backup. I need to
Yeah,
call
I
some
think
backup.
Have some right there.
You better get
at
some
this
backup.
table.
Yeah.
All right.
We can bring the noise.
I like it. I like it. All right. So, are we feeling better since we vented about this?
No,
There's nothing else we can do.
Some
I
tissue
should-
here, please.
I
We
should tell
got
you.
to regroup.
Should tell you at Tires Plus Buffalo, Tires Plus Wilmer, and Ultimate Tire in Alexandria, we do have a $100 rebate. That's one of our highest of the year. $100 rebate for till the middle of July on BF Goodrich and Michelin tires. So check that out. You can go to TiresPlusBuffalo.com. TiresPlusBuffalo.com. You can find all three of our stores on there. You can submit a online request. I will answer you directly and get you a quote or an appointment, whatever you're after. All our prices, products, and promotions are on there too. So TiresPlusBuffalo.com.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So really, so you guys aren't over this. You don't feel better now that you,
No.
you know, because
No.
it's supposed to be like
Talking about
therapy,
picking
right?
scabs. I'm bleeding all over talking about this stuff.
Sorry.
See, the bottom line is soon the new season's going to start.
It's about to roll again. We're going
right.
to do this again.
Hey, so this is kind of like the dead zone for me. You know, no basketball, no football. Now the draft, NBA draft. So like it's interesting to see if in the weeks to come. We'll be getting a little more excited. I
It
think.
doesn't sound like it's going real well with the quarterback battle over there.
Well, look, let's put it like this: JJ can't compete with Murray.
I believe, obviously, Kyler Murray will be the quarterback of the Vikings, but I'm pulling for J.J. McCarthy.
Well, he's his own worst enemy.
For sure. He's
First of all, he can't stay healthy. He's too immature.
Definitely immature.
Doesn't have any experience, and he's got I think he's going to be a really good quarterback. Don't misunderstand me. But right now, that guy's got to sit and watch.
definitely immature. You know, he's got his alter ego 9. I mean, that would be like me calling myself J-Dog and telling people how to spell it, capital J, capital D, O double G. And creating my own J-Dog chants. J-Dog, 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 J-Dog. I mean, that's what's a 9? I mean, ridiculous.
What's a 9 without a K in front of it? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that he's a good quarterback too. I'm with Chuck on that one. He's got some talent. I can see what they liked about him, but the soft doesn't sell very well in the
Yeah.
NFL. So I would just say this: it's Tyler Murray's to lose.
That's right.
And he's been known to not do enough to keep a good job. And
Wow.
so it's what it means to him anymore. If things have changed since he's changed locations and it's changed his attitude, then I think that was the only thing he needed, really.
Well, but he has never been humbled like that before. He's never been rejected and say, we don't want you.
Agreed.
And his whole life, football life in Texas, he was like the creme of the creme of the creme of the creme.
Yeah, well,
Nobody's ever won 2 of those high school MVPs in Texas but him. And when he went on to school, he was like
everything.
out of sight. So, and when he's got the ability, but he definitely been humbled.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, are you feeling more confident about this season, being the voice of the fans? Where are they at on the panic meter right now, Tyler?
Well, not after talking to you today. It's, you're the one that gets to
We let
see
them all
him.
go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm with you guys. Like Kyler Murray, I want him to be the player that he was.
Mm-hmm.
Can he be that player? Are you going to recommit to the work? Are you going to recommit to a team? Be a leader? Obviously, that's the dream of the fans, right? Have him come in here and just kill it. We've given him he has a ton of tools. He has a good line. Like, he has the opportunity to do well, but it's we all know it starts in the trenches, but he's got to commit and lead the team. Which if he can't win a starting spot and we're going into training camp and KOC's saying I'm not going to make a decision until after joint practices, like who gets to lead? There's a problem there, right?
KOC's talking loud, but he's not saying anything. Because
I agree with that too.
Because Kyler Murray's going to be his guy. If he wants to be around, that's who it better be.
If he really has a competition at quarterback for this football season coming up, for training camp, then we'll find the best guy that way. Well, I mean, if it really truly is who's playing the best gets the nod, and then that's going to be it. I mean, that's the call for the beginning of the season, and that was the competition. We're going to have that guy for the entire season, I say. And that's only going to make JJ better, and it's certainly going to push Murray where he hasn't really been pushed before in the past, and now he's being pushed if it's a real competition, if he's not just talking.
Right.
If that happens, that's how everyone in this Chuck had to compete. I certainly had to. I absolutely had to, but that's how the cream rises to the top when you have competition in camp.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because that any incompletion and half the fan base is going to say, "Oh, bring in the other guy." Yeah. It's going to happen, and so I don't know how this team comes together as a team when you're going to have guys rolling in and out of there. I mean, you guys have been through it before, not at that position. You guys as quarterbacks were pretty much set. But to me, it would just seem like, all right, which guy do I get behind here? Or am I seen chumming up to Chuck when I should be palling around with Mike, And then you're in the locker room and you're like, I don't know which train to jump on.
Well, I don't think I've ever thought about that, who's who. I mean, when the game starts, the quarterback's the quarterback, and you're going to do what you do. I don't think you have any.
Okay.
But I think the chemistry is important, right?
You want to get kidding, but if the coach makes the decision on who the quarterback is, you got to do your job.
Yeah.
Because that'll help him with his. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
I just hope that if it really does come down to a selection by, an absolute competition where someone wins outright, then I want that quarterback to be kept for the entire season unless there's an injury. I don't want them to be. I don't want the head coach to be like working them in and out of the lineup, week to week.
No, that's
happened
not going to work.
Well, it happened once with Roger Staubach and Craig Morton. They played half the game each. Tom Landry said so, and that didn't work out so well.
No,
that did not work out well. But they can't work like that for me at least. But if they can come to a real decision by the time the season begins and stick with that guy, I'm willing to live with that. If he can tell us why he chose whoever he chose, and I think that'd be good.
All right. Where do people find more information about Pandemonium?
Yeah, you can go to any of our socials, AWF socials, Tires Plus socials. You can buy tickets right at the gate, so no need to pre-buy tickets. Again, July 10th. It's a Friday night, 6 o'clock. Tires Plus Pandemonium 5. Come see us.
All right. We'll be back with more, of the Jim Bob Sports Jamboree presented by TWS Remodeling right after this.